What's up guys, Rick Ginn here with Flip with Rick, and you guys are normally used to seeing me in the office. I actually do get out, and actually today I'm out in Port St. Lucie, and if you can see behind me, Zach's got the crew, they got all the stuff out on it. A little tip for you guys, you don't always have to pay for dumpsters if the city will take it up. So PSL has like a battle axe program where whatever you drag at the curb, they take it out. Saves us $500–600 in fees. You just pay people to haul it out there. So this is the deal. Instead of completely fixing up and doing paint, doing everything, we just clean it up. So we take everything out, clean it up, wipe it down, get rid of all the gold and the gaudy stuff, and we put it on the market. To see what it looked like before, the photographer took a couple pictures to put it on the market. Obviously we got to wait till that stuff gets out. So since I'm not in the office today, I go through the Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group and just answer your questions. So I see some of the most popular questions. So I was just going to comment on the answers, but why not just answer those questions in this video? So those of you who don't know, Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group is the largest mastermind on the internet today. In this group, we have over 7,000 members that collectively share information. I'm sharing my 18 years, and this is the only mastermind I know where people actually share, and you know you're not going to get clubbed over the head, and there's no shameless promotion. Any shameless promotion, they're out. In the link below is the link to the Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. If you haven't joined, do me a favor, go ahead and click that link, and once you access it, you'll actually get a free, 100% free wholesaling course, and you'll get access to our live masterminds, a $10,000 value. Our mastermind calls go live every Friday where you can actually get your questions answered live. This is a $10,000 no-brainer. I don't even charge for it. You know why? Because I do this business full-time, and I feel I owe it back to the community. Me and Zach and our whole family, this is a family business. So go ahead and click that link below, join the group, and get in our mastermind and interact with us. We would love to share. So let's get into it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and answer the questions right here instead of commenting. But before I get started, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, share this video if you think you're getting value from it. So let's get into it. First question here. Okay, so one of the popular questions is asking me, Rick, how many calls or how many contacts is it gonna take for me to get a deal? And it's a great question. And I would like to tell you, it's going to be 200, it's going to be 500. You need to look at it from this perspective. If you had to contact 20,000 people to get a deal, are you all in? And if you are, don't worry about it. In the beginning, it's going to take you more contacts because A, you don't have the experience, and B, you don't know what to expect and deal with the objection. So right here on Wholesaling Houses for Real, we have all the videos in the world to help you, guide you along this journey to learn how to get started in cold calling. So my answer to you is as many as it takes to get your first deal. That's the answer. Do not complicate it. There is no magic trick to it. You might get it in your first call. It might be your 50,000th call. I don't know what it's going to be. Okay, so our next very popular question from DM Finesse. Is it a good idea to pay for a mentor? And if so, any recommendation? You're actually in the perfect spot, DM. So my recommendation is to utilize the Wholesaling Houses for Real, use the Flip with Rick, use my 18 years experience, use Zach's 4+ years experience, and get into wholesaling, get your first deal. We teach you how to do it absolutely free. You're not paying 10 grand, and we do this every day. The real answer to your question is this YouTube channel right here, right now. You can easily make 6 figures with the content we provide because we've been doing this 18+ years. And I want to give back. I don't think there should be a barrier to getting your first deal. So right here on the Wholesaling Houses for Real forum, using the Flip with Rick YouTube channel. So DM Finesse, I'm going to call you out right here. We do a live mastermind every Friday evening. You can look at the links, Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. We go live every Friday night, and I challenge you to be there. It's better than any mastermind you'll ever pay for, and we will push you. We will answer whatever question you got. You're getting the information for free from 2 very experienced real estate investors. DM, I'm going to see you on Friday. So I got a question here from Paul. It's a little bit different than residential flipping on single family homes. He asked, how do you wholesale a warehouse? So Paul, actually it's really simple. It's just a piece of real estate. The only difference is it has a commercial value versus a residential. So you can actually use a common commercial contract, which are actually much simpler than a typical residential contract, and the mechanics are the exact same. The only difference is most people who own like a commercial type property, even a warehouse, they're usually a little bit more sophisticated and savvy. So you have to be educated how to deal with things like, hey, I need a proof of funds up front, you know, how long's your due diligence going to be, and your experience level. So you can network with people right here in this group to take care of it, but there's really no difference. It's actually the exact same. The only difference is the valuation is going to be based on the cash flow, which is much more important than the actual comps. So comps are always related to single family residential. On a commercial property, a special warehouse, the real factor is what can you generate in income, what's it used for, and then you can do a value from there. So if you have someone that's motivated to sell a warehouse, a commercial property, mechanics are same, just the contract's a little bit different. So go ahead. If you have someone who's motivated, go for it. I've actually recently did a small warehouse where we found it from a lead from a single family residential deal we did. And he said he had a warehouse he needed to sell. He was actually keeping multiple RVs and toys in it, and wound up cutting a deal with a stroke of a pen. It was $20K plus. If I can do it, there's no reason you can't do it. So don't let it not being a single family residential house intimidate you or change you. It's actually the exact same mechanics. Okay, on to the next question. Brando asks, what's the best way to find cash buyers? That one's really simple. My favorite method is to just basically go get a bandit sign in 18 by 24 white coroplast. You can get the stakes. Sometimes you can get them Home Depot, Lowe's, or find a local sign company. They're usually $1 or $2 a piece. If you go to Home Depot and get that real fat marker and write on there, when you have a property, if it's a 322 or a 222 concrete block, whatever it is, put it on there, need cash buyer, and put the phone number. 3 lines is all you want. 322, need cash buyer, and the phone number. Don't use your cell phone, have it forward there, and just vet all the buyers that come in, and put it within a like quarter-mile radius of your property. Wherever you see a stop sign or like a traffic light, or on the corner of a commercial property, and obviously in front of the lawn. That is the fastest and quickest way to do that. Other than that, you can use the internet and do the typical post. That should draw you plenty of traffic. So Tate asks a very common question we get here. Does it cost any money to put a property under contract? So the answer to it is technically no. You can put a property under contract with no money down. We do it all the time. I will tell you, in a lot of markets, sellers do feel comfortable leaving some sort of deposit. What I recommend, if you have to leave a deposit, try to keep it as low as possible. If you're limited on funds, you can do a $100 deposit, and if you have to, you can leave it at the escrow company. So a deposit doesn't mean you're buying the house. It just, a lot of times to the seller, it shows that you're serious about it. But a lot of times I've done it, there is no requirement for a deposit. It's just a mental thing. So the answer is no. So Chris asks, what's yielding more results, texting or cold calling? So this, guys, it might surprise you, but if I was a one-man army, Chris, and I had to get a deal today, and I had to pick over the two, I would go straight to cold calling, because I can connect with more people direct. Remember, when you do texting, you're trying to convert them from a text to a phone. So cold calling would be faster, and most likely it's just cheaper to do the cold calling. You do it yourself because you can manage it, and it's much cheaper, and it's a faster connect time. Now, Chris, if I had more funds and I have a limited time, say I have a full-time job, I would probably tell you to do texting because it's more scalable, but it's going to cost you more money and you have to manage it. So if you're on a limited budget, go with the cold calling. If you have some money and you're limited on time, go with the texting. Because the sellers really like when we just take the property as is. You might think it costs a lot of money, but we're paying no dumping fees. Pay somebody 20, 25 bucks an hour to haul the stuff out. I think we got about 6 hours, so $200 or $300. So guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you want to continue to receive the best free wholesaling information on the internet, join our group. The link's below. I appreciate your time.